Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to all our viewers this morning. Good morning, Rachel, Clarice, and Peter. And of course, we wish you long life and only simchas for you and for the family on the occasion of your late father's yortzeit, Shmuel Yitzchak ben Moshe Aaron Cohen. Wish you and all the family long life, as well as Brian Harris for his mother's yortzeit. Wish you both long life. So, let me share with you a brief thought. I think one of the highlights of certainly part one of the Seder is the Dayenu, the song that we sing. Remember Dayenu? So, Ilu Hotzianu me Mitzrayim lo asavahem shefatim Dayenu. Interesting, isn't it? Have we ever thought about the words, about what exactly we are saying? So we say several statements that seem baffling. Let me give you an example. Had you given us their wealth, the Egyptian wealth, and not split the sea, Dayenu, it would have been enough for us. Had you split the sea and not led us through dry land, that would be enough for us. And then, my favorite is, it says, Ilu keravonu lifnei hasinai, if you'd taken us to, drawn us near at Har Sinai, you'd come close to us at Har Sinai. God came close to us at Sinai. And you didn't give us the Torah. Dayenu. What are we saying? Do you ever think about what we are actually saying? It's absolutely mind-blowing. The whole point of splitting the sea, let's put it this way. There would be no point to splitting the sea unless the Jewish people would be saved, would come through the other end. So what are we saying? That if you'd split the sea, even if you had, the Jews hadn't survived and they hadn't drowned the Egyptians, it would have been Dayenu, that would be enough. If we'd if you'd taken us to Sinai, even if we hadn't got the Torah, that would be enough. Yeah? How can we say that? How can we say that? The whole purpose of many of these moifsim, these miracles, these wonders, was to achieve a certain goal. It was to deliver the Jewish people. It was to punish the Egyptians. It was for us to be able to receive the Torah. How can we say, well, you know what? If we didn't get it, no, it's not the end of the world. It would have been an absolute futile exercise. And the answer that I heard is that premises on a notion of not understanding what Dayenu is. Dayenu is all about thanks, appreciation, gratitude. And in order for us to have gratitude, we have to understand that nobody owes us anything. Everything that we receive is a gift, is a blessing, is something that really we're not worthy of. And therefore, in each of these stanzas in the Dayenu prayer, good morning, Estelle, lovely to see you. And Caroline also just joined us. So in all these stanzas, what we are saying is that even if God had just performed these wonders, these miracles, these kindnesses to the Jewish people, and he had not gone done anything further, we still would have reason to give thanks, appreciation, gratitude. It may not have achieved the ultimate goal, but that doesn't mean that we wouldn't have reason and wouldn't have been compelled to thank him. So therefore, if he brought us out of Egypt, even if he didn't exact justice on the Egyptians, we would have had to say thank you. If God had given us the wealth of Egypt and not split the sea for us, we still would have had to say thank you. And even if he split the sea and he hadn't saved us, it would have been enough reason to say thank you. And even if we'd arrived at Sinai and we hadn't got the Torah, it would have been enough. Really? What would be the purpose of going to Sinai if we did not get the Torah? I get the other things, but Sinai, the whole purpose was to get the Torah. And the answer is there was something that came as a prerequisite. Sinai is predicated on what? On the fact, Vayichan Sham Yisrael Neged Ahar, that the Jewish people encamped Ke'ish Echad Belev Echad. There was unity, there was achdus, there was one heart, one soul, one mind. The Jewish people were able to unify around a common cause, and that was receiving the Torah, being God's nation, being a light to the nations. And therefore, if had we just managed to achieve that unity, that would have been more than enough reason to give thanks to God. Of course we want the Torah. Of course that was the end goal. But even without that, what came before it is exceptionally important, significant, and we shouldn't underestimate it. So often in life, friends, so many lessons to take out and messages from this parasha, from this whole Dayenu. So often in life, things happen to us, and we have an end goal, something that we want to achieve. It could be a wedding, could be a holiday, it could be anything under the sun. It could be making Pesach. And we have a certain vision as to the way it should look, what our preconceived notions are of that particular goal, mission, or event. And when it turns out not quite like we imagined, even though 90% may have been achieved, 80% may have been achieved, the lack, the deficiency overshadows the blessing that is there. And so often in life, that is the case, isn't it? That what we are missing, that slight deficiency overshadows so much of our lives. And therefore there is an important lesson for Dayenu, and that is to thank God for all the blessings that we get, big or small. Chizkiyahu, the king of the Jewish people, found himself having miraculous battle and winning, and yet he didn't feel that it was such a great event and wondrous occasion to justify singing shirot, which songs of praise to God. And he was punished for it. He was criticized for it. He was punished for it. And he had his legitimate justifications. He had this automatic awareness and so on and so forth. But the bottom line is that big or small, every kindness, every blessing that we have is worthy of being appreciated and being counted. As we always say, count your blessings, and please God, you'll make your blessings count. Wishing everyone well. We'll continue now with Estelle's favorite psalm of the day. Also, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He causes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even as I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You set a table before me in the presence of my adversaries. You anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. May only goodness and kindness pursue me all the days of my life. Now I will dwell in the house of the Lord for the length of days. Memorial prayer. Adon Olamim Zacho Es Nishmais Shmuel Yitzchak ben Moshe Aaron Cohen Malka Pesa Bas Moshe David Harris Shalchu Olamam Ana Balarachamim Tasti Rein Beseisa Kanafech Olamim V'Tizachim Seshmasam V'Yanucha Mishkvasam V'Shalom V'Nomar Amen. Long life wishes to Rachel and all those that have Yortzeit today or saying Kaddish in their year. And of course, we wish long life to the Balkani family on the very sad passing of Elizabeth Elisheva. Refuah Shlema prayer for all those that are unwell. Mi sheberach Avosenu Avram Yisrael Yaakov Moshe Aaron David Shlomo Yivarach Rapes Achaylim Bavo Sha'anu Mispalim Bavuram. Bis Chazak Kadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachim Alehem Lachmal Chosam Bishlach Nemfu Shalom Neshama Melachol Ben Besos Shach Yisrael Refuah Sanefesh V'Zakov Hashtavak Zmakariv V'Noma Amen. Wishing everyone well. Have a lovely day. A reminder: tomorrow is Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Wednesday, 9 o'clock. And after that, you'll have a lovely holiday, as I will be away, and therefore I will only be back after Pesach. Wishing everyone well. Keep safe. Look after yourselves. Don't work too hard on the cleaning. Special shout out to Freddie and Estelle Linsky. and looking forward to seeing you all soon. And lovely to see Carol, who's just joining us, Hannah, that's just joining us, and everyone else that have joined us this morning and throughout the year. I have to say, good morning, Richard, just joining us. I have to say that it is heartening and heartwarming to think about that we are almost, what, 3 years on, 2.5 years on when we started this program. And the numbers of people that are still joining us, that tune in live or watch catch up, are simply, inspiring. It really is inspiring. It's an incredible program, and it's thanks to each and every one of you that offers their support and that comes together in the morning and says good morning to people that may be lonely or just need cheering up. It's so special, and we look forward to continuing with it. And thank you for your understanding when sometimes I've been on the road and not necessarily been at my desk, but today I am. I look forward to seeing you, please God, tomorrow and the day after, and Wednesday will be our last day before we get ready for Pesach. Have a great day. All the very best.